today's class I am going to explain another compensation technique, pole zero compensation technique. Why we are going to using pole zero compensation other than using this dominant pole compensation? So here by using this dominant pole compensation, the only disadvantage by using this dominant pole compensation is bandwidth is reduces. By using this dominant pole compensation, here using of pole zero compensation, bandwidth will be increases. How it will be increases in the pole zero compensation? Today's class I am going to explain about this pole zero compensation, how it will increases the bandwidth. So by using various circuits I am going to explain. Here the graph for the dominant pole compensation is graph for dominant pole compensation is in between y-axis we are going to take the gain in dBs, and in x-axis I am going to take the frequency f. Here why you when we are using the uncompensated network in the circuit, the frequency is increases up to this, means here f1, f2, f3. That means here this is an uncompensated output, uncompensated output in the dominant pole. Other than using dominant pole compensation, the output is here uncompensated circuit minus 20 dB. Every decade there is a decrement of around minus 20, minus 14 dB and minus 60 dB per decade. Here by using the uncompensated system, the output is like this. By using this dominant pole compensation, the output, the gain of output is starts at here and bandwidth is reduces. Here, while using this compensated network, in the dominant pole compensated network, in the dominant pole compensation, the gain reduces. The gain will be reduces in the F1 only. So here the bandwidth is reduces. While using the compensated network, by using this concept of a dominant pole compensation. Here the drawback of using a compensated network in the concept of a dominant pole compensation, the bandwidth is reduces. So the gain starts from here, decreasement of an gain starts from here only. The bandwidth is this much only, the bandwidth is reduces. So here this is the drawback of using dominant pole compensation. For this rectification I am going to use the pole zero compensation. What is the using of a pole zero compensation? I am going to uses of an pole zero compensation, the bandwidth is increases by using this pole zero compensation. I am going to tell about another technique, another external compensation technique. It is an pole zero compensation technique. Here in the dominant pole compensation I am taking only the one resistor and the one capacitor. Here I am going to add another resistor to the compensation network. So here I have a circuit for the designing of an pole zero compensation. Here this is again A which is taken from the circuit op-amp, and the compensated network. Here I am going to place the one resistor, and here along with the resistor I am going to take here one capacitor also. Here along with the resistor and the capacitor is grounded. Here is a voltage output. Here see this in the dominant pole compensation. Here I am taken only one resistor and the one capacitor. Here Here I am going to add two resistors to the compensated network. It is an compensated network. That is the difference between dominant pole compensation and the pole zero compensation here. Here it is an input. A is the gain, which is already known by you, and the B output dash is the input to the compensated network, and it is output to the gain from the uncompensated network. It is an uncompensated network. You already know uncompensated network. So here what is the gain by using this uncompensated network? You already know gain is equals to 1 plus J A is equals to AOL by 1 plus J of F by F1. This is the gain for the uncompensated network. Here I am going to derive the gain for the compensated network by using this R1, R2, C2. Output for the compensated network is V0. So here the circuit is designed like this. I am going to derive this equation, pole zero compensation equation here by using this. Here R1 is taken as Z1 and R2 plus C2 is taken as Z2 here. So here for the A1 is taken as an compensated output. So here A1 is taken as a compensated output. So A1 is compensated output. It is written as for the voltage divisor rule, V naught dash by V out. Voltage output by voltage input. So voltage output by voltage input. So for the compensated network, A1 is the gain for the compensated network, and the A1 gain is defined as an voltage output to the voltage input. So here V0 is the voltage output for the compensated network gain, and the V0 dash is the input for the compensated network. So output voltage by input voltage is called as a gain. So here A1 is equals to V0 by V0 dash. So from the voltage divider rule, so I can written like this: A1 is equals to across the component voltage across the component Z2 here Z2 R2 plus C2 is considered as in Z2. So Z2 by and the total number of components are present in the circuit are Z1 plus Z2. So here Z2 means we consider R2 plus C2 means it is the transconductance of an capacitance is written as in the form of an minus JX C2. So minus JX C2 is the transconductance of the capacitor, is transconductance of capacitor. So in the place of an capacitance, I am going to write a minus JXC. So here minus JXC 2 by R1 means Z1 means R1 plus Z2 means R2 plus C2. So R2 minus JXC2. So in the place of an you already know, in the place of an minus J you can write 1 by J. In the place of an XC2, the formula for XC2 is 1 by 2 pi FC. So you can write like this: R2 minus 1 by J 2 pi FC2 by R2. So sorry, here Z1 means R1 plus R2 minus 1 by J 2 pi FC2. So from these we can easily write the equations for the compensated network. It is very easy to write. Take the LCM to this equation. We can write easily the final equation. It is very easy. You know about the dominant pole compensation. It is very easy. So here I can write here. So we can get R2 J2 by FC2 minus 1 by J by 2 FC2, J by 2 FC2 get cancelled. Then we can get R1 plus R2 whole into J 2 by FC2 minus 1. So this is getting from here. R2 is taken to this side, minus J 2 by FC2 minus it becomes a plus 1 by plus. Why? Because here minus means minus J is equals to 1 by J na, so minus becomes plus. So here it is also plus. Here plus 1. So here R1 plus R2 taken to this side J 2 by FC2 plus 1. So from here, we have to write from here. We consider in the place of an F naught we can consider F naught is equals to 1 by 2 pi C2. In the place 2 pi C2 we can write an F naught, and in place of an F1 we can write 1 by R1 plus R2 2 pi C2 as F1, 2 pi C2 as F1. So I can substitute the F1 naught and F1 here. I can get remaining terms 1 by F naught here, and remaining term is 1 plus J F by F1. So here F naught is equals to 1 by 2 pi C2 and F1 is equals to 1 by R1 plus R2 2 pi C2. So I can remaining terms are J and F. So 1 plus J F by F naught. So in the place of an F1 I can write 1 by R1 plus R2 2 pi C2. So in the place of an F1 I can substitute here 1 plus J F by F1. So here I can get an A1 is equals to this value. A1 is equals to this value. A1 is equals to 1 plus J F by F naught by 1 plus J F by F1. So from these I can get an A1 as 1 plus J F by F naught by 1 plus J F by F1. So you already know the total compensated output. For the gain is written as A dash is equals to A into A1. A means the output without having the compensator. That means uncompensated output is A is equals to AOL by 1 plus JF by F1. This is for the uncompensated output. This is for the uncompensated output. So here and multiply with the compensated output. We already take this is an uncompensated network and then compensated network here. So multiply those two terms. We can get an A dash is equals to A is AOL by 1 plus J F by F1. So here A1 is 1 plus J. So we can substitute here A1 as 1 plus J F by F naught, and remaining term 1 plus J F by F1 is common for the both. So I can written like this, 1 plus J F by F1 is like this. So this is for the first two break frequencies. I am going to write these for the 3 break frequencies as like this. So for 3 break frequencies, The output is compensated output is AOL into 1 plus J F by F naught by 1 plus J F by F1 into 1 plus J F by F2 into 1 plus J F by F2. So these are for the 3 bit frequencies. The equation for the compensated network is AOL 1 plus JF by F0 by 1 plus JF by F1, 1 plus JF by F2, 1 plus JF by F3. So the graph, observe the graph for these. This is a graph for the gain dB and the frequency here. For the uncompensated system, the gain will be decrement like this at the F1, at the F2 and the F3. So here the decrement minus 20 dB per decade, every decrement in the uncompensated system minus 20 per decade, and it is for the uncompensated system. It is for the graph for the gain uncompensated network. For the compensated network, the gain will be decrement at this F2. So the gain decrement of gain starts at this point F0. So values of R1 and R2 are selected like this. The first corner frequency, the 0. So here the gain will be 0 dB and the 20 dB and the 40 dB, 60 dB and here 80 dB. The values of R1, C2 and R2 are selected like that. So here the first corner frequency, the break frequency 0 matches with the first corner frequency, 0 matches with the first corner frequency of uncompensated system. This is an uncompensated system now. F1, F2, F3, these are the uncompensated system. So here the break frequency 0 matches with the first corner frequency of the uncompensated system. So it is in the 0 dB, the gain 0 dB, the compensated transfer function passes through the 0 dB. 0 dB, the 0 dB passes through the second corner frequency of the uncompensated system. So it is an first frequency and it is an second corner frequency of the uncompensated system. So here this is a first corner frequency. So minus 20 dB per decade. There is every decrement there is a minus 20 dB per decade. So the decrement of an gain takes place at the F0. So here the decrement of gain takes place at the F0. So here compared to these, this is a first corner frequency. The R1, R2 are selected like that. So the break frequency 0 matches with the first corner. This is the first corner frequency of the compensated system, and the value, the compensated transfer function 0 dB passes through the second corner frequency. This is a second corner frequency of the uncompensated system. These are the uncompensated systems. So that's why we are going to select R1, C2, R2 like that. Here, while using these pole zero compensation, the bandwidth will be increases. Compared to other than using the uncompensated dominant pole compensation. Here the only disadvantage of using dominant pole compensation is bandwidth will be reduces. While using the pole zero compensation, bandwidth will be increases. Seeing that graphs here, we are using these pole zero compensation for the increment of an bandwidth here. So this is about an pole zero compensation. By tomorrow's class I am going to explain the Miller effect compensation. Okay, thank you.